What's up, and welcome to another episode, Master Moats Film Session. And today we're going to be talking about Christian Gonzalez, the young corner out of Oregon. And obviously he's a prospect that the Steelers are going to be looking at potentially drafting. So let's talk about him, baby. So as we always do, that's him up at the top of the screen. Play it in full speed. After that, we're going to break it down. All right, so when we first talk about this thing, the thing that I like is we got him in press man coverage, right? So with that, man, I love his position. In terms of his pad level, his initial stance, I think that's good. And from here, man, I just love the fact that, number one, he trusts his feet. He trusts that he is an athlete. Now, I prefer to get some hands on him a little earlier, but for him, he's patient with it. And now you see the stab right here, right, with his inside arm. The thing from there, though, that I like is this: when you're in the red zone, right, not even high red zone. This is definitely the red zone. They're on the the 17-yard line. At this point, you're either playing the fade, okay, or in terms of the back shoulder, or you're playing the ball going into the jump ball going into the deep corner. All right. So for him, he has to decide where he's trying to be: low hip, high hip. Now, I like the fact that even though they're in contact, what he's doing is getting his head around, because if you don't have your head back and you're obviously in contact like they are right here, referees will flag that. We get it. We know that. But at the same time, as long as you turn your head, you can have this type of contact. You can be hand fighting with the receivers down the grass like they're doing right here. But the thing that I continue to enjoy is the fact that he keeps his head around, and from there is using his body position to move that receiver off of what we like to call on defense as the little red line. It's that little intermediate spot between the numbers and the sideline, where it gives the receivers that a chance to just catch that ball and fall into the end zone, or get the 2 feet toe tap and fall out of bounds. But for Christian right here, man, does just a really good job of getting him off of that line and ultimately squeezing him deeper and deeper to the sideline, as you can see right there. And then just makes a good play, man, in terms of not allowing the big time score. So shout out to Christian on that play. But we got to talk about some more. All right, so now on this play, we're going to get a chance to see him in a little bit of an off man-to-man coverage and just how he reads and reacts in his eyes and stuff like that. So once again, that's him at the top of the screen. Play this thing in full speed. And after that, we're going to break it down. Cat-like reflex. Let's go. One time. Shit. He put that mask on him too. Let me rewind that bizat. Alright, so as we talked about it, man, with Christian being up at the top of the screen right here, big vision, okay? Since he is off coverage, you see he has a natural cushion on the receiver. Now, a couple of things that, he'd have to consider. Obviously, some of your in-breaking routes, because of where this receiver is lined up on top of the numbers, you're not worried about anything going on here to the sideline right now, just based on where his body position is in his leverage. So he understands that. But then as the play progresses, I like the fact that ball snap gets eyes back to where it needs to be to just see what this route is going to be, the combination. But now, as soon as he gets an indication that this receiver is breaking in, what does he do? He instantly puts a foot in the ground, big vision, seeing the quarterback while also running this route for this guy. And now we get a chance to get a nice PBU right here. Excellent technique in terms of securing the tackle with this offhand, okay? And then using the front hand to make sure you get the PBU. This is how it's supposed to be done, ladies and gentlemen. Secure the tackle with one hand, go for the PBU with the other hand. Textbook. Love to see that right there, man. And why is that important? Because if you miss the PBU and that receiver does catch it, you at least still secure the tackle, which I like a lot from Christian right here, man. But love his instincts, love his vision right here, and just his anticipation. As soon as he saw it was an in-breaking route, he put a foot in the ground and he drove on that ball like a son of a gun, ultimately making the nice PBU right here, man. Really good play by the young kid, though. Really good play. All right, now this last play just shows Christian in man-to-man coverage down the grass making a play. Now, y'all know I would have loved to be able to get some all-22 of this, but it's college football. Trying to find this college film, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. So we got to get it where we can, all right? But as you can see right here, that's Christian in the white uni, okay? I play it in full speed, and after that, we'll talk about what I like the most about this. Hey. But sometimes, man, you need the zoomed in angle like this, man, to just show off a guy's scales. Just show off what the kid could do. So first off, man, I like this, right? All right, so off the line, you get the outside release by the receiver. So Christian is speed turning right here, right? Still can see the quarterback, still can see if the ball is coming out, but he sees, okay, it's not happening right now. So the next thing he does after he speed turns and gets that quick peek back at the quarterback is he flips his head around. So now he's back on top, he's back in phase, and he can see the receiver. He can also get back his head around, so if the ball's coming, he can make sure that he can have a chance to defend the pass and not get in trouble for flags. Now, at the collegiate level, you can get away with being handsy down the yard like you see right here. At the professional level, you can't do that. Difference in rules. College rules, you can touch the guy until the ball is thrown. As long as the ball is not in the air, you can be 30 yards down the field. You can still put hands on him. NFL level, after 5 yards, you got to get your hands off of him. So that's something that he'll have to get coached up on. But I do like the fact that he's not grabbing, he's not pulling, he's not restricting the receiver. He's just placing his hands as they hand fight down the yard. But the big kicker is this. Look at his helmet. His head is back the whole time. He's playing the ball. So if you're an official, you're not calling any of this because of that head being back. And this is what you want to see. Then from there, man, smooth hands. You saw that. He caught that ball like he was confident, almost like a receiver. And then from there, man, get a little run after. So yeah, I definitely like that. When you talk about Christian, man, he's just a super smooth player. When you watch him in his back pedal, when you watch him in terms of just flipping his hips. And like I said, man, this is down the yard, man, but he is extremely confident and comfortable. Now, granted, this is against his former team as well, since he spent his first 2 seasons there at Colorado. But man, it was good to see, like I said, that he can still do these type of things right here, man, in terms of forcing turnovers and in terms of just being a playmaker, an impactful player. So, play it one more time full speed. Then after that, we'll get up out of here. But I'm liking this kid a lot, man. The more I watch his tape, the more I see positive things show up, man. Really good player right here, man. Really good player. But as we always do, you guys let me know your thoughts on Christian Gonzalez, man. And if this is somebody that you think we should look into drafting and that first round potentially, man, at the cornerback position. But either way, you know I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby, peace.